guys, it's Lisa here with Budget and Style Designs, and today I am filming a Debt Snowball update. So we have had so much success and making so much progress. I wanted to update this as of today, which is April 18th. So I am going to just put the date up here for 18/20, and I'm going to put that it's our Debt Snowball update. So our previous debt plan we blew out of the water. We have been really focused on getting out of debt and really just laser focused in on what do we need to do to be in a better financial place. And so here is where we're at. So April 2020. I'm just going to put little stickers. Using stickers and budgeting makes it so fun for me. We started with the Barclay card. Starting balance was $4,979.06. And then as of 4/18, we have paid $2,107 towards this account. So that brings our balance down to $2,872.06. And then the goal is every week I want to have a goal of paying $300 towards this card. The 4/24 goal is going to be $300, which will bring this card down to $25.72. Okay, then this is card number 1, and then number 2 we have the lending club. And our starting balance was $9,435.08. And then we make a payment of about $437 per week, and that takes, I'm just going to put payment at $437. I can't remember what it takes down, if it's like 200 and something. Okay, then May 2020, Barclay card. We have 5 weeks in May, and so I want to be able to pay for the Barclay card. Our balance will be somewhere around $2,600. So let's just say it's $2,600. Approximately balance. And then we are going to pay, we have 5 weeks at $300 per week. And we may be able to pay more, but I just want to be realistic. So that's going to be $1,500. And that is going to bring us down to $1,100. And this is debt number 1, and then number 2 is lending club. And that'll be $437. And for lending club, we have to make that $437 a month. It's an automatic deduction, and so to change that I would have to make additional payments. So I'm not going to be doing anything on that until we get the Barclay card paid off, which should be paid off in June. So June 2020, Barclay card we'll have an approximate, I don't know, I'll round up because of interest and I don't know if I was accurate, so I'll just say $11.50. And there are 4 weeks in June. 4 times 300. So that should pay off this card. There's only $50 difference, so I'm not going to put anything towards the lending club in June just because I don't know what interest is going to end up being. And I just want to keep it as realistic as possible. Okay, so then what I need to do from going forward is we're just going to have lending club. So what I think the balance comes down, actually, I can get it pretty accurate. So March, this is how you guys can help figure out how you're doing. March, our lending club was 9758.9. And then April, it was down to 9435.08. So it's about $323. So I am just going to figure that every month it takes our balance down by $325. So April, lending club will come down by $325. So if I take the 9435.08 minus $325 equals, this balance will be 9110.80 or 0.08 minus 325 for May. $8785.08 minus 325 in June. Okay, July is a month where there's 5 weeks. Our typical payment is $437, and that comes out automatically every month. So if this minus 325 equals the balance, just making the normal payments will be 8135.08. And then if I take off 5 weeks at $300 per week, will be $1,500. So I'm just going to take $1,500 right off that, because I know this is going to be actually on the side of we're probably going to owe less than this because it's a loan, and so the interest is just kind of already there of what we owe and how that's going to look. There's July. And for August, now I know we're going to have significant amount paid off, so more than $325 is going to come off that balance. So I'm going to go with $375 this month. So $437 is our payment. It's going to take the balance down to and I'm just going to say this is $375. That's the amount going towards principal, and here it's $325. The only thing about these pens is if you rub over them too soon, they bleed and smear everywhere. So I just want to mark that it's like assuming $325 so that I can remember how I got these figures. Okay, so August has 4 weeks. At $300 per week. So that's $1,200 that we'll be subtracting. So 6260.08 minus $1,200 goes $5,060. You guys can hear our testing for our emergency broadcast systems happening in the background. And I will just say I am so thankful that we have that system. It was about a week or two ago, we actually had a tornado in our area, which is crazy because we never do. I'm 40, we've never had a tornado ever, but we did last month. And so I am just thankful that for our tornado system that woke us up in the middle of the night, and we got in our basement and there was a ton of damage. It's crazy. Within a mile radius, like if you went a mile anywhere from our house, there was people with siding off their house, just a lot of damage. And we were so blessed that we didn't have anything here actually. We just had like berries off trees blown and stuck against the doors. So sorry. The payment is $437, which is going to bring this balance, and I'm going to take it down by $375. The balance will be $4,685.08, and this is being very moderate. For the last several months, we've been paying about $3,000 off per month, and I'm just really going on the side of caution because of the coronavirus, and I just want to be realistic and under budget than over. So this is going to get $300 per week, which is going to be $1,200, and that was assuming $375 towards principal minus $1,200 will take us down to $3,485.08. Okay, and then October. This is my goal. I actually want to have this all paid off in August, or I did before everything got crazy, but I'm going to stick with this being my goal of October. I was wanting to get all of our debt paid off and just kind of have a fresh start from there forward. So this will be $300 per week. The monthly automatic payment, which is something that happens no matter what, I am going to take that up to $400 because we're getting down to the last couple thousand. So the balance will be $3,085.08, and that's at $400 getting applied. So as you pay off more and more of your money goes towards principal and less is towards interest. So $3,008, and then we're going to pay $1,500. Which again, I think that it will already be paid off by now, but I'm just being cautious. Okay, so we are going to be down to balance of $1,585.08. November 2020, if we have 4 weeks, it'll be $1,200. And I already know that will pay it off because $437 here, and our balance was $1,585. Let's say $400 goes towards minus $400 minus the $1,200. So this would be paid off. So this is the conservative version of our Debt Snowball and what it's going to look like. I'm going to say conservative. And I want to do a more aggressive model because I have been pretty aggressive, but I just want to kind of have two options of what our goals are. So I'm going to do 418, 20, 2020, Debt Snowball. And this is aggressive. We have been paying about $2,900, so I want to do a model based on that and just hoping we keep the trend. So we have already paid $2,100 towards the Barclay card this month for April 2020. We have the Barclay card. And we started the month, so this is going to be the same as the other model that I did. We started it at $479.06. As of 4/18, we have paid $21.07. So that means the balance as of right now is $28.72.06. And on 4/24 goal, on the aggressive model, trying to think a little bit on where we're at. I'm gonna make this 500. So it's $200 extra. So $23.72.06. And the reason I can figure 500 is because we've got an extra 1,100 in our checking. And so I just think that that is doable. I am going to do debt number 2 over here. Lending Club. And we started the month at 9435.08. The payment's $437. But we know principal coming off is about $325. Which leaves the balance there at $9,110.08. May 2020. Okay, so we're gonna have debt number 1 is Barclay. The balance, let's just say it's $2,400. And there are 5 weeks. And let's say, let's try for 500. 2,500, which means this would be paid off. Debt number 2 is Lending Club. And it will be starting at 9,110.08, and the principal, the payment is $437, and we know the principal is around, let's just say $325. So I would be able to make the $325, so 9,110.08 minus $325, so there would be $100 remaining from the Barclay card, which then I could pay minus $325 principal, and then minus $100. And that makes it $8,685.08. So the interest has already been charged on the Lending Club. So what happens is that as I pay it off sooner, it's just going to be to my benefit. It's going to be less interest that I pay because I've been more aggressive with the payments. So I think it ends up being like the loan, it ends up to like $6,000 or $7,000 of interest that you pay on it. But if I pay it off early, I don't have to make that payment because I've taken care of it sooner than I was supposed to. This again is my aggressive model, which I think might be more realistic for the approach and the mindset of where we're at. So the only debt that we will have outside of the orthodontist, we're using some extra money from the business, and the goal is to pay $500 a month on that so that in 4 months that'll be paid off. Lending Club will be at 8,685.08. And it gets paid $437, and let's say it's up to $350 for principal. So we'll take minus $350, And then there's 4 weeks in June at $500 per week. So that'll be $2,000. And we know this will come down by $350 minus the $2,000. That will take us down to $6,335.08. Okay, July 2020. We have Lending Club. We would start the month with $6,335.08, and this is still being very cautious because our payment is $437, and the more you pay, the more that's going towards principal. So let's just say it's up to $375 because we made that big payment. July has 5 weeks at $500 per week. Will be $2,500, and then minus the $375 principal, minus $2,500 minus $375. That leaves $3,460.08. And August, so we've got Lending Club, $3460.08. We pay $437 a month, so I'm gonna say principal's up to $400 at this point. So minus $400 is $3060.08, and then there's 4 weeks at $500. We'll take off $2,000. So the balance will be $3,060.08. No, 1,000 minus 2. And then September, balance of Lending Club. The starting balance is 1060.08, and then the first week would be $500, and the second week, you know what, let's just do $530 each week, and it would be paid off. So with this more aggressive template, let me pull my calendar up. The second week would be September 11th, paid off by September 11th. And so there you have it. So I have 2 different versions. I have got a more conservative version of budgeting and then a more aggressive. So on the conservative version, I would have the Barclay card paid off in June, and I would have the Lending Club paid off in November. On the more aggressive, which is following the trend we've made, we'll have the Barclay paid off in May, and then we'd have the Lending Club paid off by September. So that is it. That is my Debt Snowball update. I do feel like the aggressive approach is more on line for what will actually happen, but I wanted to be more conservative because of the time that we're living in and just kind of have 2 variations of the goal. I hope you guys found this video helpful. If you have not yet, please make sure you subscribe to my channel, turn the notification bell on so that you get notified of all my future videos, and I will see you guys in my next video. If you guys are wanting to check out and see how I'm doing, click up here. I have a link to the April debt update, and it'll show you where I'm at. So until I see you guys again, have a great day. Bye guys.